And when darkness took root in them, you wouldn't lose to it. Except they kind of did by having a Keyblade War. I mean, it doesn't drastically change too much. It just adds more. It just adds some layers and some additional context, but it's not like drastically different. Right. Among them are 7 particularly deadly ones. Or they're primed for being locked in our hearts. The darkness that take root within us will be divided and conquered. Okay. That's what the Keyblade War is for. So the traitor among the Union leaders, the war, it's all for this purpose. That's right. A passage in the Book of Prophecies is a tool. Negative emotions like suspicion and discord create prime nesting grounds for darkness. That's the same, of course. You ought to feel them within all of your hearts. As conflicting emotions collide, they become amplified. Thus, the 7 strongest of the 13 darkness will reside in their hearts. As for the other 6, well, for the other 6 darknesses, 5 will be locked away in the new Union leaders who will come after we're gone. And 1 will remain trapped in this world. The other 5 Union leaders are all going to have darknesses harboring in them. Wait. That's weird, though. But since Ephemer is gone, who's the darkness in Ephemer? Wait, hold on. I'm thinking about something. Remember, Ventus isn't supposed to be a Union leader. Strelitzia was supposed to be one. Huh. Yeah, 4 are trapped in the data world right now. So did the Master's plan mess up already? Did the virus really mess things up and Ava? Because based on the update, 4 of them are trapped, right? So the one who's not a Union leader has a darkness within them right now. Yeah, only 2 made it out the data world. Let's assume the 4 trapped in the data world aren't actually trapped, and they get out somehow, right? Through some event. If, even with that in mind, all the Union leaders who would have darkness in them, you would have, okay, at surface level, right? Let's create a foundation. All the 7 foretellers plus the master, or all 6 foretellers plus the master. That's the 7 darknesses. Those are the strongest darknesses that are going to harbor darkness. Yeah. Then you have the other Union leaders. You have 5 Union leaders plus the 1 trapped in this world. So you have Ephemer, Scold, Lorium, Brain, and Strelitzia. We know Strelitzia is still around somehow, so she is likely. The Master probably took it upon himself to make sure Strelitzia harbors the darkness. But I feel like all the Union leaders are going to be replaced by the Guardians. I have a feeling. Bro, what? Okay, do you guys see where I'm confused at? 5 will be locked away in the new Union leaders who will come after we're gone. And 1 will remain trapped in this world. I don't get that. That does not make sense. What? Okay, I'm going to explain why that doesn't make sense. 1 will be trapped in this world. Let's work backwards. Since we're on the scene already. This world, assuming all of these scenes don't take place in the data world, because the data world probably exists at this point, but I seriously doubt the Master and Luciu are in the data world in this cutscene, because that would mean Luciu would have to leave the data world with the box and all that stuff. So I mean, it's not impossible, but it seems very weird to have this cutscene taking place in the data world in comparison to just having it take place in the real world, which we see the Master and Lucio in multiple times throughout Union Cross, throughout Key, all of that stuff. But the 5 will be locked away in the new Union leaders who will come after we're gone. The other 5, so like the 5 adding up to 12, those 5, that doesn't make sense. Now, I already know that Strelitzia is supposed to be one of the original Union leaders. I don't know if the Master is factoring that into this or not. He might be, because we do see a hooded figure with Strelitzia in the last update. But assuming these are all 4 separate darknesses, different from like the ones that are supposed, well, it doesn't even matter if they're different from the ones who are supposed to be inside the foretellers. These are 4 other darknesses here. The player, after that encounter with Ephemer and Scold, after that like little switcheroo the player did, the player trapped the darknesses in this world. Let's rewatch this cutscene. Nice work. Using his rage to get him to open the portal. We can use this to get to all kinds of data worlds. Right. When are you going to get rid of that meat bag? It's fragile, and if it dies, so do you. What's so funny? I'm surprised by how easy the darkness is to fool, or is it just you guys in particular? Wait, you're not. Okay. So even though you don't have forms, you can't pass through unless someone unlocks the way. That's interesting. Maybe they do get out of here somehow. Ephemer locked the way in. Now I've done the same to the way out. You're trapped in this portal cable. Do you pretend to be possessed just to make this happen? Finally figured it out, huh? But you're too late. We've won. Okay. So the player trapped them in here. The player did trap them in there. What is possible? There is a slight possibility, and it would be a little weird if this was the case. There is a slight possibility. So, the 4 darknesses, or, well, that was 4 of them. 5 of them are supposed to be within the Union leaders, within the 5 Union leaders. However, with that being the case, it is possible, since when the player did pass, I'd assume darkness didn't let them live. They probably washed the player. So, with that in mind, when the player got reincarnated, it's possible that the player reincarnated into Xehanort did harbor the 4 darknesses, and that's how they escaped. And the point in the timeline where they possess the rest of the Union leaders is going to be when... and the point in time where they're going to possess the rest of the Union leaders is going to be later, like after KH3. And then on top of that, the one darkness that's trapped within the real world with the Master and Lucio, what do they mean by trapped? How do you get trapped in the real... What does that mean? Is that the darkness, the one trapped in the real world? Is that the darkness that ends up like becoming the Heartless and all? Is that one powerful darkness the one that's like sparking all of the events we see in Kingdom Hearts? I mean, I could be overthinking it. Like, I could be, but it's weird, man. Like, it's hard to say it's not weird. Did Ava change that much? Okay, did Ava change that much? And did Strelitzia dying affect that much? That'd be crazy. That would be absolutely insane.
Now she's a daydreamer.